So, on the last video, I talked about wind farms out in the Atlantic Ocean, and many people brought up subjects such as wind farms aren't that good because they pollute the ocean, kill birds and bats, and the blades have to be changed every now and then, and they take the old blades and either incinerate them or bury them in landfills. First of all, I don't know why the blades get obsolete. There's no reason for that. You would think just turning in a circle wouldn't wear them out, but apparently they do. And I know that wind farms take up a lot of precious resources, and so do a lot of things. Unfortunately, composite materials, airplanes are now being made of it, wings of airplanes, so there's no way to recycle it. You just have to throw it away. And unfortunately, some way we have to get off of fossil fuel. And yes, it takes fossil fuel to make wind turbines and to set them up. It doesn't do too much damage to the ocean. You have to compare it to all these yachts and boats and ships that are soon going to be made of composite material and do pollute the oceans, along with Fukushima radiation being thrown in the ocean, also in the Pacific. So I don't know what to say about wind farms. They're part of life, I guess, part of the plan for alternative to fossil fuel, but unfortunately, a lot of the fossil fuel companies are the ones constructing and making wind farms. You just can't win. I understand that. Someone said, how about solar? Solar takes an incredible amount of resources to make solar panels. So it also isn't the best. But maybe it's better between the two. Maybe it's better than fossil fuel, and it'll give us some time come up with something different. Someone mentioned fusion. Fusion, I don't know. I don't think we'll ever see fusion, at least not in my lifetime. I think that's a pipe dream as well. So let's go up and do the video. See what the ice is doing in the Arctic and Antarctic. Okay, let's talk about Arctic sea ice extent, a new low. Look at the chart and see how low it is going. But it's not just sea ice extent that we have to look at. In January 2022, sea ice extent was below average. January finished as the 16th lowest extent since 2009. Let's look at sea ice thickness and volume for 2022 winter. As you can see, in the Arctic, the sea ice thickness isn't that good. It should be mostly red and orange, but it's mostly yellow and green. So, but let's go over to the Antarctic and see what's happening over there as we wait for the planes to go over. Okay, a warm summer in the Antarctic and strong wind events set a record low sea ice extent in the Antarctic for 2022. Sea ice coverage has dropped below 2 million square kilometers. That's a record. The Antarctic sea ice normally peaks in September or October. The Antarctic experienced warmest temperatures ever in summer of 2021 and 2022. Look at the Antarctic sea ice extent. Now, let's look at the Antarctic sea ice anomalies. So as we can see, the sea ice is still having trouble keeping itself up. It's melting faster and faster every year. Every time we talk about it, there's another record low or another close to record low or one of the lowest periods ever. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about it other than stop driving, and unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Mass transportation isn't being utilized like it should be, like it is in so many other parts of the world. Here in the U.S., mass transit's considered a liberal thing. We've weaponized mass transit along with any other kind of global climate change alternatives as a liberal thing. Saving our lives is a liberal thing? Good. I hope so, because I happen to be for reducing everyone's footprint, regardless of whether they're a right winger, a left winger, middle of the rotor, it doesn't matter, because if we don't do so, we're all going to be in trouble. As far as wind farms go, I think they're here to stay, and all we can do is try and get the manufacturers to manufacture them out of some kind of reusable, renewable resource. And I appreciate all your comments on the last videos, and the last video, and this video. And until next time.